Hey, what's up? I want to make this video to maybe help somebody that's a player in thinking about transitioning into being a coach, which is what I did. I coach baseball. I've been coaching for 7 years. I played all the way growing up, all the way through high school. I was a pretty good player, and I didn't want to give up the game, baseball. So I transitioned into being a coach right after I graduated, and I've coached for 7 years now, and I've learned a lot. A lot is different from the coaching aspect rather than being the player. When I was the player, I just went out and did my thing. I just played. I never really felt a whole lot of pressure. Yeah, actually, I almost liked it. I loved the baseball games that were 2-1. And it's a 1-1 game, and I'm up to bat and trying to get that tying run or that winning run across the plate. I love that. To me, that is what baseball, that's why we're here. That's what it's all about. Maybe a little bit off topic. But as a coach, I've realized when I first started, you think the highest priority is wins, and it's really not. That's a part of it. But you're the whole engine that drives the train from everything. The way your players act. You show me a group of players that have really bad attitudes, who act like complete arrogant jackasses. I can probably show you a group that's been coached by coaches who have let them do whatever they want and who don't give a shit. Where if we watch a group everybody's uniforms are tucked in, everybody's got their hat on straight, no goofy shit. They're cheering each other on. They just do fundamental things really well. You can tell that's probably somebody who's been coached very well and had a discipline instilled to them at a young age. And that is a big problem with coaching, is sometimes it feels like maybe players mean more than the coaches, and really that should never be the case. You are a player, you should follow into what your coach does and what he says. And I remember when I first started coaching, I thought I would be the coach that was always like on to him, like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that right, you're doing that wrong. And that's actually not the kind of coach I am. I've figured out that you catch more flies with honey rather than salt. You have to, I don't want to say kiss everyone's ass, I don't want to say that, but take a positive mindset and a positive approach to everything. And just the way you even word your words is really impactful. Just the difference between just saying, like, if, as a coach, if you're pitcher's up there and you're in a crucial spot, just telling maybe as a coach, you say, hey, don't walk this guy, right? That's a very negative thing to say to your player, and that goes straight to his head. He's hearing, oh my God, don't walk this guy. Where instead, take the approach, hey, strike this guy out, let's go, strike this guy out. Just those little things I've realized over the years has made me a better coach. And I think it also makes, it takes off a little pressure. It takes off a little bit of pressure from these guys that you're coaching, the kids. And if you make kids, if they enjoy being coached by you, your team will be successful. And most of the teams I've always had, we always have been pretty successful. I've never really had maybe the best team, in our leagues, but we've won the league that we've played in multiple times, actually. But I haven't, even though we've won it, I haven't necessarily always had the best team. And I think a big goal also in coaching these guys is to just instill the hard work into them. If you're a hard worker, you rub that off to them. You teach them how to be hard workers. And that right there is you'll be successful if you can do that. To me, if you're coaching and you don't give a shit and you're not taking it serious, I don't get why you even do it. And as a coach, you have to have the broadest shoulders that you can possibly have. Because almost in every game, somebody is going to be mad at you. You're never going to be in a position more in your life where you're going to constantly be judged. People are going to judge you and what you do. And we all know sometimes things we choose to do as a coach, they're not always successful. That's part of it. But you can't let that affect you. And parents are one of the worst things you're going to deal with. But unfortunately, if you have a 15-man roster, you cannot play everyone and still be able to win baseball games doing that. And that's just a harsh reality of it. That's when we have grown to have this mentality that, oh my God, everybody should get to play. Why is my kid, he doesn't have the right name. That's not true. He's probably not good. That's the honest to God truth about it. But you cannot let that affect you. You have to just do what you think is right. And also, a big thing that I'm really big on is you want to make your assistant coaches, they need to feel important because they are important. You cannot just have a mindset of whatever I think is right and that's it. You have to listen to them as well because they might say something that you didn't think of. They might see something that you didn't see. And anyways, that's just a little spiel about, how I feel about coaching and whatnot. If you ever are looking to get into coaching and you are a player, give it a shot, man. It is very fun to do. It is very rewarding to do. It is a lot of work and a lot of dedication. But as long as it is fun for you, I recommend to keep doing it. The day it becomes not fun anymore is the day you probably need to walk away. But good luck to you out there, coaches. Peace.